Jesse with me again. He's our guest for this whole mobility series, so it's great to have him here. Today we're going to be going through 3 hip mobility exercises. So I got 3 awesome exercises that are going to help us gain some mobility in our hips, allow us to get deeper into our squats, in our lunges, which obviously is going to lead us to get more gains at the gym. So Jesse's going to start with one of my favorites here. We got the, he's going to go into the frog, and we're going to do pelvic tilts in the frog. So we're going to actually be tilting the pelvis from anterior to neutral into posterior, okay? So those are the 3 positions that your pelvis can tilt. So I have Jesse on his knees. He's going to spread his knees open. He's got his feet splayed out. So you'll notice that his feet are splaying out, and he's basically got his hands underneath of his shoulders, and he's going to go into an anterior tilted pelvis. So that basically means you're going to stick your butt out. Stick your butt out and as high as you can stick it. And he's going to go into a posterior pelvic tilt. So he's moving and he's tilting his pelvic back, okay? So he's going to move in and out of this position. This is a great way to start your leg day, get your hips nice and mobile. It's going to allow you to get into your squats nice and deep, like I said earlier. So he's going to go through this motion, I would say 20 times to get the pelvis nice and lubricated before we move into our workout. So this is the second exercise of the hip mobility series. Today we're going to be doing groin rockers. So this exercise is fabulous to give you nice mobile hips, great to do before you squat, before you lunge. It's going to be a nice way to open up the hips. So I'm going to have Jesse go onto his hands. He's going to extend his right leg out. So he's got his adductors nice and lengthened, so his inner thigh is nice and lengthened. And he's going to bring his back left foot here outside of the knee joint. So we want about 10 to 15 degrees outside of the knee joint, giving him some more hip opening in the movement. Okay, and he's just going to progressively move forward as far as he can and move backwards as far as he can. So in this motion, we want to make sure we keep a flat back, right? So flat upper back, flat lower back. We don't want the pelvis to rotate posterior while we do it. We want to maintain neutral or anterior because it's going to create nice pulling on the hips and going to get them nice and open. All right, so the third exercise we have here for our hip mobility is dog pissers. So this is a great exercise. It's going to actually work your core. It's going to work your hips. Get them nice and open. It's also going to work your glute med. So the glute med tends to be a very underactive muscle in a lot of people, and it really is the bridge between the upper and lower body. So it's very, very hip dominant. So what I'm going to get Jesse to do is go on his hands and knees as if he's going to go into like a plank style, like a tabletop position. He's going to have his hands right underneath of his shoulder joint, okay? He's his right leg as if he has a fire hydrant right to the right of him. And he's going to basically just move in and out of this position. So what he's trying to do is not move his body and shift it to the left or to the right while he's moving. So he's trying to keep everything right here. This is how you're going to work the core in this movement, okay? So Jesse's glute med is just fired up when he's doing this. This is a great exercise. Triple threat exercise. It's going to hip mobility, glutes give you some stability, and stability in the core.